Wondering how to properly socialise your puppy and help them become confident and well-adjusted? I'm Jon, Pooch and Mutt's expert trainer, and here are the key steps to ensure that your puppy grows up comfortable around other dogs, people and new experiences. This is an important topic because it is one that most people acting under the wrong information get wrong. The first thing to recognise is that your puppy's genetics will play a large role in dictating how your puppy interacts with the world and therefore how you approach socialising it. If you have a genetically confident puppy, then you can take a bolder approach to introduce them to the world and all its environments and distractions. The exposure it has to the world should be incremental in terms of distractions, but the nature of the puppy will make progression quicker. A genetically anxious or nervous puppy is going to need a gentler, slower and more empathetic introduction to the world, especially around dogs, people and potentially scary things like traffic. Socialisation should be a process which progressively and positively exposes your puppy to varying levels of common distractions in your home and local environment. Socialisation is best done passively through positive reinforcement. An example of this would be to turn the hoover on at a reasonable distance and create a positive association using food and praise. Socialisation should not, for the most part, be interactive or forced. The biggest socialisation mistake we see people make is letting their puppy meet and play with other dogs with the impression that this will teach them to like or even how to behave appropriately around other dogs. Letting your puppy play freely with other dogs won't teach it to like other dogs. This is actually a common misconception and something that has crept into dog behavioural instruction over the last few decades. Go to any public space first thing in the morning or on a weekend and you will likely see groups of dogs charging about and chasing each other. This isn't socialisation, it's free play. Free play is convenient to humans because it's easy and that's why it is popular, but exposing puppies to free play is the biggest cause of reactivity in dogs. Puppies, even confident ones, can be easily overwhelmed by other dogs and puppies charging about. Anxious puppies can be traumatised by this. Dogs are selfish and playing means finding out who is faster, stronger and weaker. The best scenario to come out of free play is that your puppy really enjoys it and doesn't have a bad experience. This would be typical of a strong, confident puppy. This puppy will enjoy the experience so much that he'll look forward to seeing other dogs and gravitate towards them. This will cause you massive control problems as your puppy gets older. When other dogs are about, he will be distracted by them and ignore you. This will affect the levels of obedience you can expect in public places. The more your puppy gravitates towards other dogs, the bigger the chance that it will meet a reactive dog and have a bad experience as a result. This can then make your puppy reactive. A good mindset to have during socialisation training is that we want to raise our puppy not to be antisocial rather than super social. We want our puppy to be calm around traffic rather than excited and happy to see it. We want our puppy to be calm and neutral around people rather than overexcited and jumping up. We want our puppy to be calm and neutral around other dogs rather than fixated and overexcited. We aren't going to create calm and neutral by play. Play is a valuable tool. If your puppy totally associates it with you, then it will easily focus on you when you need it to, which gives you control. Getting socialisation right. Socialise your puppy with calm people and dogs. With dogs, this should be done on a lead. Socialise means be around, not play. Don't let people or dogs crowd or pester your dog. Don't force friendship or social interaction on your puppy. It doesn't have to like everyone or thing it meets. It does have to behave appropriately. Keep introductions with people brief and at a short distance or passing for dogs. Expose your puppy to as many different environments as possible. Do this gradually, starting with easier challenges like quiet parks, and if your puppy is coping, move on to more challenging ones like busy roads and streets. The same applies to household appliances and machines. Use them at a distance from your puppy, gauge their response and respond accordingly. A confident or unfazed response means we can move the puppy closer or prolong the exposure to the experience. Confident response doesn't need reinforcing or positively associated with food. The puppy is fine with it, so move on. If your puppy struggles with any environment or challenge, then go back a step. Reduce the impact of the experience through distance or by time spent around it. With fearful puppies, you can dilute the experience by recording the noise and playing back at a very low volume, whilst building a positive association with food and/or calm praise. Important, don't try to verbally soothe anxious or nervous dogs. Human soothing tones sound nervous. Sound and behave confidently. People, most of them, like dogs, especially puppies, and so many behavioural problems are caused because we get this part of socialisation wrong. If you let everyone say hello, fuss, or even spoil your puppy, then there's a good chance that your puppy will grow up overexcited or activated by people. This isn't the biggest or baddest problem in the world, but it can be a pain when you want to sit and have a stress-free meal in a pub or sit outside a cafe with your dog and have a coffee. Of course, it's okay for some people to say hello to your puppy, but be firm and make sure the encounter is brief and calm. If you notice that these greetings cause your puppy to get overexcited, then reduce or stop them. Remember, the key to socialization is being around rather than interacting with. A puppy that grows up with calm and, if I'm honest, relatively boring interactions with strangers is more likely to be calm as an adult dog in crowded places like pubs and cafes. Bear in mind that the world is going to provoke different emotions in different dogs. We can't expect our dogs to like everything it encounters, but we do need to teach it to tolerate the challenges it presents.